this is a really good Bach piece for actually finger exercise. It encompasses 2 octaves, and you can also use it as your picking exercise, as well as if you're improvising and let's say the tune or the song is in the key of E, you can always throw in this as a quote, something like that, etc. This is a little bit of a tricky part. So basically you start on the 12th fret of the high E string and just go. You need to use all 4 fingers, unfortunately. I don't think you can do it with just 2 or 3 fingers. So pinky and ring finger, you go like 12, 11, 12, sorry, and you go skip on the 12th fret of the B string. So 12, 11, 12, skip on the B string, 12, 9, on the index finger back to 12. So this is the first phrase. And then you immediately hop on the G string on the 9th fret with your index finger, and you will use index and ring. So you have to move your hand a little bit. You go like. So here you go 9, 11, back to 9, slide to 8, back to 9, and you jump to the D string on the 9th fret, all the way down to 6th fret. Here you go. So from the top, this is your kind of first phrase. And the tricky part, you go, sorry. So you're doing this phrase on the A string and the D string, starting from the 7th fret, 7, and the hip on the D string 9th fret, 9th fret on the A string, again 2, 11th fret on the A string, yeah, those kinds of things like that. Sorry. All the way up to 12th fret on the A string. All along, you're always hitting the 9th fret on the D string. Okay. So from the top, slow. Then you go hop on the G string 9th fret, and you'll be repeating twice. On the G string 9, 8, 6, D string 9. You will again probably have to go with all 4 fingers. So the whole phrase is like again. And you just follow. This is a E major scale. From D sharp, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, E. So the phrase goes like this. This thing is repeated twice. Now you go the big climb. So in the E major scale. So you start from the seventh fret on the A string, 9, 6th fret on the D string, 7th fret on the D string, 9th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, 9th fret on the G string, this is 6, 8, 9, so we go from the top. So from E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. And back to F sharp and up on B, 7th fret. So again, 7, 9 on A, 6, 7, 9 on D, 6, 7, 9 on G, 7, 9, 10 on B, back to 7, 9, and then 7 on E. So from the top. Okay, so far so good. And then to finish it off, we start another run upscale starting from E on the G string, which is the 9th fret. Again, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, high E. So we're going from 2 octaves. So we call it. Sorry. And then we go. Close the whole phrase. So let's go. Beautiful, amazing melody, spanning 2 octaves, very tricky to play, but once you manage to get it under your fingers, it will really open up your picking, your fretting hand. It's really worth the effort. It all stays in the key of E major. Okay, so we go. Great stuff. Give it your best shot. I don't have tabs, but in your comments, maybe ask me. Maybe I can create some tabs. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. But I think it's play by ear. I think I managed to name all the frets and strings. Take it really slow. Bach. The more you learn these lines, melodic lines from Bach, the more you'll be able to really master your fretboard. It's also good practice to name those notes, not just like go, okay, this string, this fret, but knowing that this is E, this is E, this is E. And then knowing the notes in the E major scale. First root is E, then the second full step is F sharp, and then full step is G sharp, and then the fourth for me is A, and then the fifth is B, sixth is C sharp with intervals, and the major seventh is D sharp, and then octave. I named them here as well. So these things will help you, and then you can also transpose to other keys. Key of E is very good on the guitar. You have open strings, right? Let me know what else you would like me to cover. But as you know, I'm very big on insisting that we have to learn the names of all the notes on the fretboard. For some reason, guitar players refuse to do that, or just leave it for later, postpone it, I'll figure it out later. And then we go, into various, I call them crutches or training wheels, where we're using shapes, visual shapes, like the cage system. The shape of the C chord, the shape of the A chord, the shape of the G chord, the E chord, and D chord. And then we recognize those shapes up and down the neck. And, this is really maybe useful, but still, you need to know the names of the notes before you realize, oh, now I'm in the A shape, right? Because if I'm, for example, if I want to up the neck, I want to play the E chord, and I know that this note here on the fifth string, 7th fret is E, then I'll be asking, okay, so what shape am I in? And the answer is, you're on a shape that is the name of the open string. So if I'm going to do E chord here on the 7th fret on the A string, then A, it is the shape of chord A. This is E, right? If on the other hand I hit E here on the G string, which is the 9th fret of the G string, then the shape is going to be G chord, and if it's on the D string, the shape is going to be D, right? Here like this, etc. But I don't want to go into caged, but again, we need to be able to name the note wherever we are and whatever strings. Oh, I'm hitting the note G sharp here on the 11th fret of the A string. So I make a point when I'm practicing to always be aware which notes am I hitting. Is it the sharp? Is it the flat? Is it the natural? And that way, when the time comes for us to play a little melody or come up with a little melody or improvise, we will know which notes are where, which notes to pick. Is it going to be a consonant note, which means it sounds pleasant, nice, agreeable, or a dissonant note, which means it creates some friction. It will create some tension and friction, and we feel a little bit of uneasiness, and it's asking for a resolution. It has to be, you bring it home. But to be able to do that, we need to A, be able to find all the notes on the guitar, and B, also know in our head which chords and in which tonality and which function of the chord. Is it the root? Is it the fifth? Is it the fourth? Is it the minor second? When we realize that, we will know which notes comprise that chord. For example, if we are in the E major, we know that the notes of the E major chord are E, G sharp, B, and then if it's dominant 7, it's going to be also D on top of that. If it's major 7, it's going to be D sharp. And then if it's, the 6th, we know that the sixth interval in the tonality of E is C sharp, so we will add C sharp. And then if it's, whatever, 11, and there's all these other things, flat 5, blah, 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 we will be able to immediately find it on the guitar and grab it. So I think this is the lesson I want to impart on you, is instead of just going and just blindly practicing scale, things like that, pick up a melody, like I showed you here, Bach melodies, many other melodies. And yes, they are intricate, but they're worth spending time on. Get them under your fingers, go real slow, don't hurry. Here I was a bit hyperventilating and rushing because I wanted to get the first impression what the melody is all about. And I didn't really warm up, but when you're practicing, don't rush. Take it, maybe use the metronome, take it at a steady, slow tempo, and just go, and then maybe if you're not comfortable with this position, just put your fretting hand here, put the pinky on the high E string on the 12th fret, and just practice. Eventually, you can gain some independence. You can why not? These two fingers, get some independence, some strength in them. They'll come in real handy. That's the opposite of stretching, right? Where you're going like all the way. But all these exercises are much more efficient and effective if we are incorporating melodies, because then we train our ear as well. We hear intervals, we recognize some patterns, and it's more musical. So instead of just going scales, arpeggios, up and down the neck, okay, that's great, but you'll get much more facility if you do melody. So let's try another one.